goes into this little pantry, shuts the door, and goes like, all right, so the first song goes like this, goes, starts singing it.
You started, or at least I started hearing about you when you were on Soccer AM.
Yeah. I lived before then, but yeah. that was.
How long ago was that?
So I was on from 2000 to 2007. It's quite a while ago.
So I remember, were you doing dealing with the guests, did you say?
Yeah, so I used to do, there were bits that we did on camera, like I did a few characters and stuff like that, but a lot of my stuff was like either me or someone else would book a guest and it would be phoning them up, writing an interview, sorting out the travel, making sure they got there, all that stuff.
Because I remember you told me a story when you were on that walk about you had this awkward experience where someone drove past you. Was it a football or something?
David Prutton.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. So it was, because we're about, you'd meet people and you wouldn't necessarily know where you met them from. And because we're doing things on the show, people would recognise you from it. And I was in Southampton really drunk, walking at midnight, walking past a roundabout, and this car pulled up, going, all right, mate. I was like, oh, hello. And I was like, I don't know if this is probably kids, but I don't know if it's just someone who watched the show. He goes, don't know who I am, do you? I'm like, no, he goes, I was on your show, like... 4 weeks ago. I was like a fan of the week or something because I had those people in. But he had nice cars. Oh, shit, he's a footballer. So I was going through my head of every Southampton footballer I could think of. He goes, my name is David Prutton. But he's like, I think he was at England 21 at the time. So he'd had long hair and he cut it all off. I was like, if he had a haircut, it's not my fault. All right, see you, bye.
What, was he a big footballer?
He was all right. I mean, he was decent, but he wasn't, depends how, better than me.
Who was the biggest one you had on it, like, that time?
Because obviously footballer-wise,
different era.
Yeah, I mean, who was still playing it though? We had like Michael Owen, who was probably the biggest that was playing. To a degree, yeah. But then we'd have like quite a lot of ex-pros and things like that.
Because you had that story with I don't know if that was involved with it being on the show, but with the Liam Gallagher. Remember you talked about that one? When you had the.
I thought it was Noel.
No, it was Liam, wasn't it?
Which one's it? Is this the locked in the cupboard?
Yeah, the locked in the cupboard one.
Yeah.
Because I want to ask, have you got any more stories like that from like guests that have been on?
I'm trying to think. I mean, it wasn't. I'm trying to think what I've told and what I haven't, to be honest. But I mean, because I can't remember anything. But yeah, I mean, it was. I'm trying to think what would be useful, what would be of interest. I don't know. I mean, we'd have. If you narrow it down to a specific thing, it might have a story.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I was just wondering if you had, because I remember I was watching that clip on Happy Hour today with Liam Gallagher, and I was absolutely pissing myself laughing at because have you heard the story?
I haven't. No.
So this is the one. This is locked in the cupboard. Yeah. So when I was growing up, I was like a really, really big Oasis fan. Like 16, 17 when Definitely Maybe came out. It was like this life-changing album and all that. And I was Noel had been on the show a couple of times, and that was like, for me, that was so exciting. Like, oh my God, this is one of my heroes. But I never met Liam, but I knew he watched Soccer AM. And we went to some party. I think Oasis had won like Lifetime Achievement at the Brits or something, and Noel invited us all along. So I went along to this party, and it was really weird. But Liam came over, and he's like, all right, lads, how you doing? And me and Neil, we did these characters called Curl and Ginger. It was like these... Like I was a mute alcoholic Air Force pilot sort of thing. Like it was, I didn't really speak. I just went dra. And he's going, "Oh, it's so great that country." He goes, "That's your Definitely Maybe." Like amazing that's how you rate things. It's a Definitely Maybe that. But then it was me, Tim Lovejoy, who presented the show at the time, and Liam was chatting to us, and he goes, because the new you got to hear the new stuff, lads. It's brilliant. It's so good. We're going, oh, I didn't know there was any new stuff. Like it was just before the last album.
Yeah, they weren't sure if they were going to release a new one at this point.
So it was, So there was the one that had The Importance of Being Idle that I can never remember the name of. That was really good, and then there's another one that came out afterwards, just before that. Well, a bit before that. But I didn't even know they were recording anything. It's exciting. He goes, "Do you want to hear something now?" I go, "Yeah, that's great." So he goes, "Follow me." So we're walking through this club in London. I go, "Oh, this is pretty exciting." He's going to get us like a CD or something out and play it for us. He goes us through the kitchen of this club, and all the people working there are like, what are you doing here, mate? He goes into this little pantry, shuts the door, and goes like, all right, so the first song goes like this, goes, starts singing it. But it wasn't just like singing the words, it was like doing all the instruments, it was like going, and all this like that. At first I was still thinking, this is mint, this is really...
Like a live really performance for free?
Yeah, I was like, this is amazing. Like, by the time the second one, I was like... All right. time we like did a third 5-minute long song, I was like, my drink's done. I'm like, I don't know how to get out of this.
Was he playing it in full length as well?
Yeah, did like
3
full
minutes,
things.
20.
Like intros, outros, fade outs.
He must have been on a substance, surely. Or was he just mental in general?
Can possibly say, but I don't know. I mean, he was very energetic. But yeah, and eventually then we sort of just finished and went back to the party. I was like, that was